Never try to avoid anyone. Why? Some people we can't stand. We don't care if we ever see them for the rest of our lives. Well, the universe has a curious way. If you are in avoidance of someone, then they are gonna place you straight in front of that person. Have a think in your lives whenever you've been in avoidance of someone, and then you go out of your way. You think, I'm not going there because that person's going to be there. Let's go somewhere else. And then, what the fuck? You walk in the door and they're just walking out. I'm not saying I've done that, but you know, I've done lots of similar things. There was a time when I was in avoidance of seeing my elder brother. And I guess why I'm making this video is because I haven't seen my elder brother in almost 2 years. And we don't get on, and he only lives half a mile away from me, you know, in the same village, but I just haven't bumped into him. And I was thinking, like, why haven't I bumped into him? That's weird, that is. And what am I going to do if I do bump into him? Because he's going to be fake and he's going to offer me his hand. And am I going to be kind of like, I don't know, what can you say? Non-compliant, dismissive. Am I going to be, maybe some people would think, small-minded? Oh, you know, let bygones be bygones. Oh, just shake his hand, just say hi, this and the other. But what's the point? I don't like that small shit. I don't do that small shit. And, you know, if the last time I saw him, you know, he called me some fucking dickhead or something, because I was talking to him about this whole COVID thing, and you know, he just had a completely different idea about it. And buying into, you know, the crap on, even though he never took it, he wasn't in agreement of taking it, but he wasn't into the whole, you know, full-blown conspiracy thing that, you know, there's an agenda. He wasn't into all that. And I just got tired of talking to him, and I just put my hands on his shoulders and I said, goodbye. You fucking arsehole prick. And I just carried on walking. And I thought, well, that's it. I don't. He's never made any effort to contact me in any shape or form. And so if I bump into him, then I'm just going to ignore him, just blank him. So anyway, I'm coming back from my cycle, and he's got like one of these Harley Davidson lookalike motorbikes, and brah, 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 up the road. And you know, he's never done a day's exercise in his life. He's one of those. And so he's coming down the road one way, and I'm coming round down the road the other way, and we just look at each other. He had mirror sunglasses on, you know, but yeah, of course he was looking at me, and I don't know, he made no attempt to wave to me. He's too big for that, you know. He was waiting probably to see if I was going to wave to him, and if I waved to him, then he'd probably wave to me. But I don't know, I can't, you know, say what I can, what's going on inside his mind. But I did tell my sister that if I saw him walking down the street, I'd completely ignore him, and so doubtless she's told him that, and so that's why he doesn't, you know, bother. But in 2 years, that's the first time I've seen him. And so there was another occasion when we wasn't talking, and we'd just fallen out, and I knew that he was going to the shopping precinct at some stage in the next day, and I know that he doesn't even get out of bed before 9 a.m. And so I thought, well, if I go to the shopping mall, you know, after sort of like 10 o'clock, then the chance I'm going to bump into that dude. So I'll go before that fuck's even got out of bed. So I went early, and then lo and behold, it's about 9 a.m, 9:30, and I'm just crossing the road to where the shopping mall is, and then like a car pulls up, a window winds down, and he goes, get in then. I'm like, what the fuck? So I got in, and it's kind of like, where are you going? I'm like, fucking shopping mall, of course. Oh yeah, I've just come up here to get this, just to come up here to get that. Where do you want to drop in? I said, well, just here. And so, you know, I was only in the car about fucking 20 seconds. And it's kind of like, I tried to avoid him. I went out of my way to avoid him. And, you know, things like this happen a great deal. And my daughter tells me situations like this, you know, quite regular. She used to live down in London, and she had a psycho boyfriend down there. And so with her fiance, she's going back to see friends from that region, and she was all nervous about it because what if I see him, what if I see him, what if I see him? And she was going all the places where they never went together, where she wouldn't think he would go. And what happened is she's walking down the road, all of a sudden he comes cycling up on the same side of the road, and she just fucking turns behind like that, pretends she's looking for something in a bag, and she's terrified. Did he see me? Did he see me? Did he see me? Because she thought like he'll get aggressive, he'll start a fight, and all this sort of stuff. And so she said, Dad, how did that work? I was doing everything I could possibly could. I couldn't stop thinking about him. And I said, you created your own reality, you see. You, even when she was going down there, you know, with the fiance on the train, it was in her mind, because she was terrified of seeing him. And then she was down there for 3 days. And almost for the whole 3 days, she was traumatizing herself. And right at the end of the last day, she saw him. And, you know, we're talking about this and we're laughing about the irony of it and speculating what goes on. What on earth goes on? Because, well, you look, some of us have got an idea what goes on. What goes on is we create our own reality. And where attention goes, energy flows. And with the law of attraction and all those sort of things, creating our own reality, well, we can do it in ways we don't want to also. It doesn't have to be, oh, I want this dream home, oh, I want to meet this wonderful partner. If you're thinking, oh, I hope I don't see my ex-partner, please, 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 I hope I don't see my ex-partner. Well, you're sending out signals of seeing your ex-partner. And so, you know, maybe the universe isn't listening to, I don't want to see my ex-partner. Maybe it's just a little bit deaf and it's just hearing about ex-partner, 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 and the energy. And so it follows the energy, and then the universe provides. Or we can get even more mystical. Come on, let's get a bit more mystical, shall we? That there is a God, and God wants you to get a resolve on things. And so when you've got unresolved issues, then God places these people in front of you to confront you into resolving your issues. And to be fair, 90% of the times, at least I would think, it isn't anything like as bad as you thought it was. And you do crumble a bit, and you do soften, and you do shake a hand, and you go, all right, this, that, and the other. And, you know, so there's another instance, you know, I will go to the gym at certain times because I know there's certain other people there which I have a propensity to get involved with talking too much. And I'm kind of like, well, you know, I just want to go and do my thing. Otherwise, you know, you're standing there talking 20 minutes, you know, sometimes a bit longer, and it's kind of like, fuck, just want to get in and out. And so I go at times where I'm likely not to meet anyone I'm going to be talking with. And so today, before I left, in the morning, I was thinking, like, oh, I feel like going to the gym at 10 o'clock. And oh, no, because there's, you know, one particular guy that goes there this time, and I know I'm always going to be talking to him. And so I'll go after 12 o'clock. Anyway, I went cycling before, and then I did everything, and then I came back, and it's, I don't know, probably what time it is now, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and there he was. And I went, what the fuck are you doing in here? You're an AM guy. And he looked at his watch and he says, I've been here 3 hours and 15 minutes already. And this is the one that was taking the steroids. And so, of course, we, you know, embraced in this macho thing. You know, you hold your palm and then you bump chest and all this. Because, you know, he's into all that stuff. We engaged. He's off his steroids now, and he's feeling massively strong, and his psychosis is gone, and all these sort of things. And of course, I'm interested in all that stuff, and so then I end up gassing like for another 20 minutes, and you know, breaking up his and my workout and that sort of stuff. But you know, there's a phenomenon that goes on when we are in avoidance of somebody or something. And I'm pretty sure that it would work the same if you was out on the African plains and you were telling yourself, oh, I don't want to see a lion, oh, I don't want to fucking see a lion, oh, I bet there's a lion around this corner, I bet if I climb up this tree there'll be a fucking lion coming up there tonight. Well, you're creating it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. You'll be creating it. If you don't think about lions, then you'll just get fucking monkeys squabbling all night long, and you can have no problems. So what do you have to say about that, people? What instantiations do you have of your own? You must have had them, because this is a phenomenon which is global. And so you've probably had, things with ex-partners or ex-bosses or ex-best friends and all this different sorts of stuff. The uncomfortable stuff, family members, all that. And so if any video's ever going to be popular that I make, then this one has to be the first, because everybody would have had these scenarios. So let's see what happens, shall we?